Today, Monday, June 3rd, is the release of the new DLC and downloadable update of the tripods and tree stands with the inclusion of the TruELK. So at the moment, I'm just looking through all of my different things and I can't... Yeah, I'm going to have to get some space. So if we just get rid of some of the stuff that we've got. Currently in Hirschfelden right now. That will soon be changing if we get rid of all them shotgun shells. We should be able to fit everything into the inventory. So for Leighton Lake, we'll be taking the timber variants of the Treestand and the tripod. And you get one of each to start with, and then each one is, I think, 1600 in-game credits. I could be wrong, but yeah, we're going to head to Leighton Lake and set it all up. Setting up a tree stand at the Mushroom Lake. So you've got different variations on where you want it and where you want to put it. So I think I'm not going to put mine too high up, but just high enough. And we're going to take a quick look at what it looks like up there. So you've got this quick little area to stand and crouch in. Got a nice open view of the landscape, and you can quickly exit down just by square. Alright then, time to get to the next location. Our next location is along the sort of lake, sort of river system, and it's where I've got a whitetail need zone, so I know things are going to be there. If we just twist it round, we'll have it just like that. Now, as far as I'm aware, I think this seat works as a full 360 rotation. I think we should test that out now. Alright, so we're sat in it, and as you can see at the bottom, the seat that we're actually in rotates fully. So we can sit up here and observe the landscape. And we've got quite a lot of area to look at too. So I've not long got into the tree stand. I've changed the time of day. And we're over at the Mushroom Lake, and we've just got a doe coming in. If we can bring the doe in closer, maybe this will be the first animal we can have a consecutive harvest checked as well. Because usually after big updates, I've noticed that my game, I sometimes drop consecutive, and this is the first time playing in a good few days, so. There is one thing I do want to mention, is that scent. And, well, yeah, let's stick with scent first. Okay, that's a nice level 4. Okay, my scent is actually blown to it, and it's completely freaking out. I guess that ties in perfectly in what I was going to say. So, scent doesn't carry as well as it does when you're just on the ground, I guess because you're so high up, but you still need to be careful. I'm spraying a blacktail scent just to help lure them in. Just check our surroundings. Yeah, there's the one we've just spooked off. Just spent the better half of about 5 minutes in real life, just trying to bring everything sort of in. And more things have just kept coming in. So that's our first animal. Let's just make sure we just collect it. I just want to check consecutive harvest before we carry on. But I'm going to stay crouched. I want to keep things sort of close. Alright, so we're full on consecutive harvest, which is really all that matters at the moment. Now hopefully, from what I've been told and from what I've seen, hopefully everything should be roughly in the same area. And just to get back in, you just climb up like that. Let's just spray a bit more blacktail scent. Just trying to keep everything coming in close. That's the wrong weapon. And a bit of scent eliminator too, just in case. So as you can see, things are still in the area. This is the lake that I'm at, and the hunting pressure too is very minimal. Hunting pressure isn't as bad when you're in the tree stands and tripods, just so that you can keep bringing things in. I think it's going to be a great money grind when you get into the right areas. If we can just get a good shot at this. Come on, just stand still. Perfect. Alright, cool, down. Just going to stay up here and hope that if I let another couple of calls off now, that nothing really goes too far and it stays sort of in range. And again, we apply more scent for the blacktail. And I'm gonna call. Bearing in mind, these aren't the sort of tactics that you'd want to use, but as you can also see, that didn't really do much for the hunting pressure in the area. What about you? Just stop for me. Come on, stop. And down. Perfect. Notice things haven't spooked too far either. I think they might have adjusted this sound as well from how the bows sort of work, because I usually spook animals a lot further away using the bow. It was tempting. It was really tempting. I do think we're going to go for it because it was the perfect angle. Cool. That's another one down. Again, nothing's really spooked too far, and we've got the hunting pressure as what we would have had maybe on our first kill. I'm really digging this new DLC. I think for today at the moment though, I am just going to keep it to Leighton Lakes, as I've had a major Leighton Lakes crash on my game, so I just love the map. I love hunting whitetail, blacktail. I just love hunting them two animals mainly, but yeah. But again, as you can see, we've got more animals coming in. We've got that fairly decent sized one there. We can take the shot on with this. And down. Perfect. I think now would be the perfect time, as we've built up enough hunting pressure, so I want to try and go to that other spot as well. So that's just a doe. We've got a flush hit. Yeah, that's perfect. Not bad. It's decent size. I don't think I'm going to have it in my lodge. I mean, for the level that it is and all that, it does look good. Just looking at all the little stats here. Nah, not going to have it in the lodge. Nice though. And that's a little small one. A lot smaller than the last. We just have a little look at the stats. Again, we're not going to taxidermise that one, because I reckon they're probably a common sort of shape and all that. We've got this one that we shot at with the Mosin, and I absolutely love the curvature on that one side, where it becomes a bit more triangulated and a lot more like a hard angle rather than. I think you get what I mean. I love the shape of this one. Yeah, I'm going to say this one's going into the lodge, and I'm going to change location. So for about half an hour, I was just talking to myself and just rambling, but I think I'm going to cut all that out, because we've now got our prey right in front of us. unfortunately only a doe. The other one just in the top corner there is also a doe. And we got that one down. And no, that one's going to spook as well. But originally I was just rambling. Just sort of thoughts and all that again, based on the DLC that's just come out. And what will be next on the TruELK list. I do think Moose, by the way. I think they're going to sort out Leighton Lakes, move on to Hirschfelden, and then each DLC respectively. But I do think that doe has eluded us now. I think she's thoroughly ran away. Yeah, it looks as if she did. So I was quite unsuccessful. I will hop back into the tripod though. For another sort of half an hour ish. I've still got a bit of time left at this zone, but again, more money. Again, there's still nothing appearing. There's been about an okay, just hidden behind there after quite a few moments of calling. I'd love to get it closer, but yeah, I knew I could take it from this distance, especially with the Mosin, my trusty sidekick now for longer distances for medium-sized animals. But with the Leighton Lake crashes that I was having, I noticed that it all started out with lag, and I do think you can see slight lag in the footage that I've got just running now. So all is not perfect. But we are back to hunting on Leighton Lakes, so I do call it a win in my books, but I know how a lot of people could be unhappy with that, so I'll still take that as a win. Here he is, and we've got a gold, and it was a very decent size gold too. Look at the shape of those antlers. They're going to be another set worthy of the lodge. If we just look through all of its different statistics here. Yeah, it's a good one for the lodge. Yeah, I'm going to show that one off as well. Cool. Now let's try our hand at going for some TruELK. Again, I've spent ages, and all we can see here are just deer. Decided I wasn't going to change the time of day, but instead rock with the time that we already had. Yeah, I think we'll go for this guy over here. And down. Perfect shot. So I realised that, as I said, we're going to hunt some TruELK. I didn't change the time when I eventually got here, so there was just a lot of deer population. But I promise I'm going to change the time in a second. Holy, I like the size of that one. Very grown on the one side and very not grown on the opposite. Nah, that's different. Okay. I think I'm going to taxidermise this one and have it in my lodge. Time of day has been changed, and all we had is a lot of cow elk, and this would be the first bull elk we've seen in a little bit actually. Not a decent size, it's quite small relatively, but if we can get the angle just right, hopefully we can get it. I say hopefully because I mean this is the smallest, well, this is the only one that I've seen so far, and with how long it's actually taken and whatnot, I think if I manage to get this, it'll be going in the lodge regardless, just to sort of mark that this was the first one. Don't know where I'm going to put it. I really want to specialise in having maybe the biggest or the most character in racks for my lodge, and not just anything and everything, but I do just want to have my first one. But again, if we can get it into position. It's bugging me so much that it won't turn just for long enough. Alright, we've got to take it. Okay, alright, we definitely got it. It's only small, but let's have a look. Alright, so we've got a silver trophy at 775. And yeah, that is very much... It's very lopsided. It goes over to the one side, but yeah, I think this will be the only elk we get from this entire hunt, but there should be many, many more to come. Alright, let's go to the trophy lodge. And to greet us in the trophy lodge is our elk. Now, I love the cleanness as well of the developers getting rid of the name of where I just was and having it all fresh and nice for us, so we can get these clear sort of images of the animals. Okay, so this is the massive grown side and the very small growth on the whitetail. I'm really happy with that. We've got the blacktail with the nice rack that I liked. And on the bedroom, we have the really big one. So we've got some nice new additions. Maybe in the next few weeks, we might have a lot more TruELK elk into the lodge. So it'll be more than just blacktail and whitetail. Maybe we'll get some rabbits and ducks and geese and cinnamon teal in here too, just to offset from all the different animals. But this has been the best with Adam Best. Happy hunting.